Hello students, so our today's video is on MCQs because this first time we are going to have only objective type questions, multiple choice questions, though you are not to write anything, means not short questions, not even the long questions, and you feel very happy. But I know initially actually you were feeling happy because now you know even MCQs need lot of practice. So today we are going to talk about MCQs where if you put some effort, you will be able to score good marks, even 100% marks. Yes, this is the possibility. Only thing is that you should know the tricks and tips of attempting MCQs. So when we talk about tips and tricks, first tip is to read your chapter thoroughly. Yes, children, you need to read the chapter thoroughly. Now, just with summary or just with the knowledge of the story, you cannot attempt questions. So you need to read the chapter thoroughly, especially for those questions, those part of MCQ questions which are passage based questions from your literature books. So if these are passage based, then you need to read the passage at the time of exam also very carefully. You just don't just look at the passage and when you get to know, okay, this passage is from this particular chapter, maybe I am ready to attempt now. No. Though you know that chapter thoroughly, though you know that page of that chapter thoroughly, though you already know what is there in that particular passage of the chapter, still at that time, once again give time and read the passage carefully and then only attempt your questions. This is sometimes happens that you feel regret that why you couldn't answer correctly. Afterward you feel, yes, I knew it. Why you don't get marks? Why you write the wrong answer? Because at that time you don't read the passage carefully. So children, at that time when you're writing your exam, please read the passage carefully before going for MCQ, if this is passage based MCQ. Then when you read that passage is only one passage, and sometimes the questions which are based on that passage, it requires your overall information about the chapter. So second tip is you please recollect first of all what happened before that passage and what happened after that passage. Though we say questions are based on that passage only, but still sometime this information comes handy, means you need that information and you become more confident when you recollect what happened before this passage and what happened after this passage. So certainly it will help you to give correct answer. Then next tip and trick is, now you have read the passage carefully, now you have recollected what happened before it, what happened afterwards, but still you need to read the MCQs very carefully, because this also happens that you read the passage, you now are able to recollect everything, but then you forget to read the MCQs properly and you just assume that okay, this is asked. Afterwards only you get to know, yes, I did not read the full question, means you did not read the complete sentence. Halfway you leave it because you get overexcited and you don't read the passage carefully. Children, this is also very, very important that you read all the MCQ questions before going for the answer. Now we come to standalone MCQs, which is not based on any passage. So for the standalone MCQs, where the passage is not given, you please make your mind map, imaginary map. Means you think about that portion from where this question is attempted. This question is put. Though the passage is not in front of you, but go back to the chapter, go back to that portion, and then once again come back to this question. Means first of all, go back to that portion. Think about that portion. Recollect everything. Make this mind map. And then come back to this question. Then you will be in a better position to understand the question and give the correct answer. One major tip now. This is trick and trip. Whenever there is confusion while answering the question, you have done everything. You thought about the chapter, you thought about the portion, okay, you thought about the character, everything. But still, after this, you are in doubt. Now, you are to choose the correct option. Okay, your question may say that choose the correct option, which is right for that question. 4 options are there. Okay, and you are to choose the correct one. But you are in doubt. At this time, do one thing. This you can practice even. And you will see yourself that it helps. Now, if you are not able to choose the right answer, then now you choose which is actually wrong, which you would not choose for your answer, which you are going to reject. You are to select one answer, but here you are in doubt. Whether A or B, whether A or C, whether B or C, whether B or D, that way you are in doubt. Forget about it. Forget about choosing the right answer. Now you start deselecting, rejecting the answer. When you reject 3 answers, you will automatically be left with the correct one. And sometimes it is really very, very easy to reject because you have already read the chapter or the poem. You know this is not the right answer. So keep rejecting which is not the right answer. And ultimately, you will be left with correct answer. Now, with one example, I can make you understand this fully, that what does it mean. Now, here is this question. You look at this question and then you will be able to know how to do this question. Now the question is, meaning of waking dream wish fulfillment. This is the question. Meaning of waking dream wish fulfillment. Now you have 4 options. First option, a pleasant wish that makes one forget the present. Second option, a pleasant wish which inspires to work. Third option, a pleasant wish that makes one forget the past. And fourth option, a wish that's fulfilled. Now you are to find out choose the meaning of this waking dream wish fulfillment. When you read these options, maybe while reading you feel, okay, this is also correct, this is also correct, oh my god, it seems every answer is correct, but the thing is only one is correct. Now you are in doubt. Then go back, don't worry. Now don't choose the meaning. You reject what is not the meaning of this question, of this phrase, waking dream wish fulfillment. You can start with D, a wish that is fulfilled. Is it? This is waking dream wish fulfillment? No, this is not true. Reject it. Now you are left with 3. A pleasant wish that makes one forget the past. Is it that this waking dream wish fulfillment has to do something with the past? No. This is also not true. Reject it. Then, a pleasant wish which inspires to work. Is it that waking dream wish fulfillment is a kind of inspiration? No. Then we are left with only one option, that is a pleasant wish that makes one forget the present. This is waking dream wish fulfillment. So this is how we get to the right answer. Then we can take one more example. Here the question says, the poet in the poem An Elementary School Classroom in Islam does not raise the following question. Does not raise. First of all, in this kind of questions, please remember this not, because sometimes students read this word not, but while answering they forget this not. So you are to remember that this question is having not. Okay, that does not raise the following issue. Now, number 1, good education is must for development. Second, slum children are deprived of opportunities and good health. Third, concerned officials should come forward to change the life of these children. And fourth, social inequalities are created by the politicians. Now, when you take all these options, you are confused. Now, which does not raise the question? Okay, means and the poet does not raise this following point. Now, what is this following point? Now you start, because you have not read the poem in that way. You have read the poem like what are the issues raised, okay, in the poem. You start with that. What are the issues raised? First, good education is must for development. This is raised. Yes, this is raised by the poet. This issue is raised by the poet, that good education is must for the children, for the development. Second, slum children are deprived of opportunities and good health. Yes, this issue is also raised by the poet. Then third, concerned officials should come forward to change the life of these children. Yes, this issue is also raised. And question is, which is not raised? So first 3 issues are raised, and we are left with only fourth, only one now. That is, social inequalities are created by the politicians. Yes, it means this is the right answer, that this issue is not raised by the poet in the poem. Children, you please practice, please try this trick, but before going for all these MCQs practice, please read your chapters thoroughly. I hope this will help you a lot. Thank you.